You know, there are some days where I even like that version of Space Oddity a little bit better than the original. I know, a little bit blasphemous, but still, something about it. I don't care for the vocals as much, but man, that instrumentation. The rest of that album ain't that great. It's a very weird kind of disco sci-fi inspired album from like the late 70s, but it's pretty good. Also, where MF Doom sampled a bit of that song for Rap Snitch Kanish's, or Coffin Nails, I think is what it is, the sample that's isolated. But it's good. I dig it. Anyway, we're going to get into it. We're going to start off with Stellar Blade, a bit of the opposite of what we did yesterday. With my free time today, I did nothing but play Stellar Blade. I kind of went a little bit overboard. Shirked some responsibilities, but that's all right. I did, in fact, do pretty much everything as far as what's available for side quests, so I'm a little bit ready for seeing what's next. They're kind of making it out like it's going to be a point of no return or something of that nature. So I'm going to go ahead and hit it up, and we're going to see what's going to happen here. I don't know if we're necessarily getting close to the end of the game or what. I did take a look at the trophy list, and there's a lot of hidden trophies like in a row, which usually tells me that there's a lot of story-related stuff. Now, it could be like a number of bosses or something to that effect, so I don't know if maybe this next section is just going to have like a ton of bosses or something, and maybe that's why the trophy list was so long. But in any case, it's certainly seeming like something's big is going to happen. Whether or not it will, I'm not too sure, but wanted to make sure I did everything. Hey, what's up, Mythical? GG's already, thank you. It is a good game so far. But let's get into it. Like I said, went through and did a shitload of side quest stuff. Got pretty deep into the fishing mechanic as well. There's a handful that I don't have, but I do hear that there's a pretty swell fishing spot that's missable, so I'm saving it mostly for that. Gotta get them GGs in, you know. I appreciate it. We got plenty of those to go around, I suppose. But we're gonna see what's gonna happen next, because I pretty much wrapped up everything else. We unlocked this costume last time. I actually unlocked an alternate version of this where she doesn't have the jacket, but maybe we'll see that once we get into this next area. Anyway, it seems like we're going to space or something. We're going into a space elevator. So let's go ahead and get into it. What's up with her eyes? She has shades on. I guess maybe that might be it. Otherwise, nothing's really changed. See, this is what I was afraid of. If you head to this orbit elevator now, you can no longer proceed with any side missions, and traveling to other areas will be restricted. To continue? Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright. Well, there's her sunglasses. Just in case you couldn't quite tell. They're very skinny frames. I dug them. As far as like all the eyewear goes, I think those are the only ones I'd ever wear. But she had heavy eyelashes on. Oh, okay. I guess it's a little harder to tell from afar. Yeah, let's do Eidos 9, because apparently this is where the fishing spot is, so I want to make sure I get all the good stuff. If I can. So we're still going to do a little bit of side quest stuff. It ain't all going to be story. It's kind of funny. I don't know when we were sort of discussing that in one of these previous streams as to when a PC port is coming. I mean, it'll most certainly happen at some point, but when that's going to be, I don't know. Sometimes Sony console exclusivity lasts only as long as about a year, so I'd say at a minimum a year, but sometimes they go on for a bit longer, like the Ghost of Tsushima. It's like I bought that was originally a PS4 title, and I ended up getting the director's cut version, which was the PS5 edition, basically. But I even got that like a year or so after that came out. And that's just coming out like, I think this month? It's pretty soon here. I don't know if it's released yet, but it's still 2024 is when that's getting launched versus, God, that game came out in like 2019 or something. So sometimes they take a while. I don't know. It's a little weird. I don't know if I'll double dip when the PC version comes out. Sometimes if I really like a game, I'll do it. I did it with Sekiro, and I think that was probably a good decision on that part because I had the PS4 copy, and boy, that game ran like crap. I still liked it. I still enjoyed the hell out of it, but yeah, that game did not run good on PS4. That was around that time period where I was like, boy, I might have to start looking either getting a better console or, you know, maybe just switching, getting PC versions if possible, because yeah, when a game runs like sub 30 or something like that, especially when it's like an action-oriented game, not great. Waiting for Until Dawn to come, for PC to come out. God, Until Dawn, when did that come out? That was like, that's an old game. Unless it's not the one I'm thinking of. Is there anything I missed over here? Hold on. Apparently, this is a location. I don't know if you can come back to it. So. At least some aspect of it is not returnable. So, I gotta be careful here. Legion 158's memory. Damn it! The wound. Checking body status. Current rate of blood loss is 10.5 milliliter per minute. Treatment recommended. Damn, is this the last thing I'll ever see? Guess it was. Getting a PS5 and PC version this year. When did it originally come out? Because I feel like that game is like early 2010s. I also got a shitload of skill points too to spend, and I didn't manage to get everything, but I'm pretty close to maxing out all skills, so hopefully that's something we'll be able to get soonish. Maybe after a couple main story missions or something like that, and they usually dole out the most of them then. Did I miss that item up there? Yes, I did. Okay, so it was mid-2010s, but it's still pretty early, 2015. But yeah, I'm surprised that they waited so long, to publish something like that. I was almost thinking it was like a PS3 era game. Not quite. That was like right around when PS4 had launched, but still. Get up there. Wait, whoa. They gotta drop on the platform. There you go. Oh shit. I guess we're not getting out of that one. She was alive for like a second longer. Some of those jumps are really tight. They definitely don't like magnetize her landings directly onto a surface. You gotta be real careful about your jumps. So you're surprised at getting a remake in general. You loved it when it came out. You got the platinum and everything. Oh, so it's a remake. It's not just a port. Is it a remake or a remaster? And there is a difference. People like to pretend there isn't, but there definitely is. A remake is remade from the ground up. Even if the game mechanics and everything might seem similar, it's completely overhauled. A remaster still uses the same models, but maybe they'll update the textures, still uses the same source code, all that jazz. Been a minute since we fought one of these guys. What the hell is that down there? This thing is so damn big. Or the arm is anyway. I'm having trouble telling when it's just like doing a basic movement and when it's actually looking to attack. I mean, that's a little easier, but sometimes it looks like it's just picking up its arm or shifting its weight over and then it ends up doing a full attack to me. It's a remake from what they said, putting cut content and new collectibles and some encounters. Okay, interesting. Alright, he's up. The game wasn't super on my radar when it came out. I knew about it. Yeah, it wasn't easy. But still, it looked somewhat interesting, so I don't know, maybe depending on how much of the remake is actually changed from the original, I might be interested in checking it out at some point. I don't know if it'll be a day one buy or anything, but hey. Wondering how they're going to do the motion sense part on PC. They'll probably just change the gameplay around it so that it doesn't need the motion sensors. I mean, they did the same thing with Skyward Sword when that came out on the Switch, which was so, like, that was the big gimmick. I mean, there had been another Zelda on the Wii before, but Skyward Sword was the one that was built around the gimmick of using the control wand. But when they ported it to Switch, you could use the Joy-Cons, but you could also just use the, you know, regular controller for standard play. You didn't like have to use the Joy-Cons. You didn't have to use motion controls. So my guess is, especially if it's a remake or something, they'll probably rework it so that you don't need to do the motion control parts if you don't want to. But depending on how much money Sony is putting into it, I mean, Sony allows their controllers to be used, you know, officially on PC. So I would think that the PS5 controller would be capable of doing those motion control segments. I'm pretty sure it has a gyro. Just ammo, huh? Those chests always suck. One remake you want is Resident Evil 1 with modern third-person camera and controls. I was just making fun of that because there was some apparent like leaks and stuff. There's been a number of quote-unquote leaks from Capcom lately, but one of them was that they are doing a remake of the original one, which already had a remake, and then there was somebody made a mock-up that said Resident Evil remake. With 2 remakes underneath Resident Evil. I'm good on a Resident Evil 1 remake. I don't think it's necessary. And especially since Resident Evil 1 remake was so good. Those are both really good games. Those are like the original Resident Evil and Resident Evil remake are like probably, I'd have to weigh them out again, but probably within my top 5 of that entire series. Those 2 games, I think they're really, really good. You know, I'd play it if they did a, you know, kind of like an over-the-shoulder Resident Evil 4 style or the new remake style of Resident Evils, and they remade it for the original one, but I really don't think it's necessary. And especially with how cloistered, I mean, you know, obviously they could always open up the mansion and everything, make it bigger than it actually is, but that's one of the cool things about the mansion is how claustrophobic and how cloistered it feels. It's expansive, but a lot of the rooms feel so tight-knit, which is why everything feels like a threat. And I feel like that doesn't translate quite as well when you're doing a third-person shooter game. Play the PS4 port. Yeah, I've played Remake for a while now. I own several different copies. I first played it when I borrowed it, I think I borrowed it. I either borrowed it or I rented it on GameCube. And then I ended up buying the Wii copy, which has the Wii motion controls, but I think you can use it with like the regular one. And then I had was it on PS3? I don't think it was on PS3. I guess I had the PS4 collection, so I must have played it on there at some point. And then PC as well. But I've played and owned that game in a number of ways. It is on PS3? Alright. Unfortunately, PS3 up, it would have to be, has the weird downgraded resolution textures, which is why if I ever stream that game again, or if I, you know, I don't remember which version I streamed. I might have streamed the PS4 version all those years ago, because I didn't know about it at the time. But you can really tell a difference because it has a lower resolution, like downgraded backgrounds. Because apparently Capcom had like lost the files or something. It seems to happen a lot with a lot of game companies. They just like misplace shit, or it gets deleted, and then they have to rely on some shitty backup. But yeah, the visuals actually aren't as good with the PS3 up. I think the Wii and the GameCube, obviously, any versions that are kind of around that time period, they all have the superior renderings for a lot of the backgrounds and textures. But unfortunately, ended up getting downgraded later on. I've been sitting on this for a while. Legionnaire 196's report. Hyperion 11, comms are down, unable to transmit and receive. Naytibas are sending out an interference signal. Entity emitting the interference signal has been located. these days I'm always checking out version differences because, you know, back in the day, it's like, you know, if it got ported to a console, it's like, oh good, I have access to it on something else now. But these days, it's like so much more information flying around there, and I'm always finding out a lot of these remasters and ports ain't as good as they could be. There's usually something shitty going on, so I always make sure before I actually put money into something that I check to see if it's been tampered with in any way. What's up, Chuck and Bricks? How you doing? Welcome back. We need 120 remakes. Like, if it's so clunky, it's almost unplayable. I think, unfortunately, for a lot of people, that constitutes tank controls, which the first Resident Evil remake still used. So I'm sure there's a lot of people that would just probably prefer to play that game with a modern 3D over-the-shoulder camera perspective, but it's like the game already got remade. Granted, it's been a while, but I don't know. I'm really at that point where everything just needs to be brought up to modern standards, I guess. Like I said, I'd probably play it. You know, I'm not necessarily against the idea. If Capcom is gonna make it, I'm probably gonna check it out. But do I think it's necessary? No. Even games that are like aren't even that old, like The Last of Us with its remake, you know. I thought it was silly when they ported it from PS4 to PS3 to PS4, and they called it like remastered. I'm like, didn't that game just come out like a year ago? That was back when it launched. Obviously, it's been longer now, but then they came out with a remake, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, if you want to port it, sure, but I mean, how much money is getting put into it? Is it worth attempting to remake it? I don't know. I never had a problem with it. I mean, it's fairly logical to me. Up is always forward. It's the only thing you need to keep in mind. And the rest of it is just making sure your character's turned. Some of them are clunkier than others. I mean, I've played a lot of old video games that use tank controls. They're not always as slick as Resident Evil. I know people like to say that they're super shit. A lot of people had a lot of problems with like Tomb Raider and such too. They're so smooth though. And yeah, part of it is getting used to it. I mean, there might be if you can't quite grasp it at first, but I never really saw what the major deal was. It's just you gotta make sure your character's pointed in the right direction, and you're just always gonna press up if you need to move forward. Or down if you need to move backward. Actually, hold on. Somebody rated, and then I got like a chat message. Ah, Kitsune, welcome in. Thank you. How you doing? Dog glasses on, thank you guys. Appreciate all of you rating. How are y'all doing? Good to see you. Here, let me get back. Let me pull my chat window back up so I get you a shout out. Oh, the game is fantastic. This is one, it kind of snuck up on me. I did not know that it was going to be as good as it has been. And Scoob. Put me in, coach. You doing Fall Guys? I just started Scoob, and I'm still planning on doing Chrono Trigger too. I mean, we've barely gotten started with the stream, so it's going to take a while before I'm ready to do anything else. Let me get Kitsune a shout out. He's playing Mullet Mad Jack. I have no clue what that is, but what a heck of a name. Cool name. Mad Jack. The only thing that comes to mind is a very short-lived cartoon that I think was on Fox Cartoons called Mad Jack the Pirate. There's no way that's that, but I'm looking at it now. It looks like some kind of FPS. Maybe harken back to the old 90s days. Anyway, I messed with mythical setup here. Yeah, the PS3 to PS4 was made because PS4 wasn't backwards compatible. PS4 to PS5 version, you agree, was dumb. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I just thought it was silly. Especially when I like just a year after, I think that game had barely 12 months before it got that remaster. And I'm like, Jesus. I thought the God of War 3 one was ridiculous, and that was like 2 or 3 years after. Supposed to keep me streaming? Or just supposed to keep streaming either way? Well, that's true. The stream will continue. Anyway, thank you guys for coming in on the Kitsune raid. Appreciate you guys if you're here. We're just getting started with Stellar Blade. I'm kind of... I don't even know if this is like a major story element, but we're sort of getting into some stuff here. Nothing too major. We're just kind of shooting the shit mostly. Talking about old video games, remasters, and ports. But one of these days, I think I'm going to have to go back and do the original. I'm calling it original now because I don't even know if they're going to do it or not. But the, you know, the remake for the first Resident Evil. I streamed it once a long time ago, and again, I think I did that PS4 version, which doesn't look quite as good, and I'm sure I was doing it like at 720p or something like that, so probably doubly so that it was not that great looking stream. I'm just getting my ass handed to me by both these things. This one's freaky looking since it's all colored weird. But, I mean, yeah. I'd be surprised, I guess, if they went straight to another remake, because it seems like the business model for Capcom and the Resident Evil series so far has just been do a remake and then do a main installment, so you would have thought they would have done 9, which they might be working on them both in tandem or something like that. I've got no clue, but... Oh, did they announce 9? Okay. Yeah, we were sort of talking about the fact that there's been like a couple Capcom leaks as well. And apparently there's been talk about them doing a remake of the original, which already had a remake, so this would be remake number 2. I'm wondering how many games have had 2 remakes. Have there been any? Or would this be the first? I'm sure there's been a game that falls under that, technically. Under some form of technicality, but I don't know if it'd be promoted as such. Some shit going on here. You'd be fine with the 5 or 6 remake. Co-op was fun in those. I love 5. 6 was kind of shit. See that? I feel like we've had this discussion before too, but I feel like remakes are better at the service for games that weren't great and you need a second stab at it. So I think a 6 remake would be great because I don't think 6 was that good of a game. So if they could do it better this time around, that'd be fine. But yeah, I really liked 5. I mean, I guess I'd be willing to do a Resident Evil 5 again. I feel like they could do something a little bit better, too. Probably. Well, not ports. I'm strictly talking about remakes. And again, this is different from a remaster. We're sort of talking about that, too. There is a difference between remakes, remasters, and ports. Ports is just straight up taking a game and then putting it on a different platform. That's a port. A remaster is using the same assets, the same code, but you maybe touch up the textures or you bring them up a little bit, or the game runs a little bit better. A remake is remade from the ground up. It could potentially have a completely different code, but the game models, gameplay mechanics, something about it is completely fresh and new. So there's differences, but yeah, not a port. Specifically when it comes to a remake, I wonder if any games have been remade twice. Oh, Chuck, and those rumors have been going on since probably Metal Gear Solid 2. I mean, the original Metal Gear Solid 1 already had a remake, albeit it was not great. I'm not a huge fan of it. Twin Snakes. They could always port it, I guess. I'm not too sure who has rights to that, if it's strictly Konami or if Nintendo's got a hold on any of that, since they had an exclusivity deal at the time for it. But I think they'd be better off if they were doing anything like remake-wise for Metal Gear. They'd be better off remaking 1 and 2 off of the, the original MSX and bringing those up. See, that's another reason where I think a remake could probably be appropriate. Chuckin was talking about it. I mentioned it earlier, but a game that like maybe sucks ass in terms of controls or is like super old or something like that could probably be brought up to modern standards. But I think the MSX games are so old at this point that you could probably do something with the premise, the origin of Solid Snake, Big Boss and Foxhound, all that stuff. So I think that'd be fine, but companies always got to go where the money is, so a remake of Metal Gear Solid 1 would probably make more sense monetarily. I'm a little surprised they decided to do a remake for 3. I don't know, the longer it goes on, the less I'm looking forward to it. When I first heard it, I'm like, oh, that could be interesting, but it's almost looking like a remastered tier at this point. Obviously they changed the models and everything, but it's since come out that they're not redoing any of the voice acting, and they're potentially using the same code. It's going to be a similar situation to the remake of like Shadow of the Colossus on PS4, which I just played last year, a few months ago. But it's going to be strictly remade visually, and everything else is going to remain the same. Even Tetris or Pac-Man has been remade a couple times since its original form. That's true. That's true. I'm trying to think, like, but like a lot of them would have been called like. Has there ever been a Tetris 2? I know there's Pac-Man 2, and obviously you have like Miss Pac-Man and stuff. But yeah, I suppose when you have like those really old games or the arcade games, there's probably something that falls under that. Spy Hunters had a couple remakes, I think. Tetris 2 was on the NES, okay. I was wondering if there's ever been like a true sequel, or if they just always call it Tetris whenever they like put it somewhere else. Yeah, it's kind of a weird situation. I guess when we're thinking of remakes, we're thinking about games that have a little bit more to it, as opposed to like a puzzle or even just like a arcade video game. But Scoob's right. I mean, he's got it. That reminds me, one time when I was on vacation in Puerto Rico, we went to some pizza shop or something, and they had the weirdest looking Pac-Man machine I've ever seen. It was like painted with like house paint on the cabinet, and like Pac-Man was red. It was like this eye bleed color. It was off, like the actual game. I mean, the cabinet looked pretty bad too, but the actual game looked awful. And like there was all sorts of weird shit going on. Pac-Man was like 3 times, he grew like 3 times his regular size. The board would like travel. I don't know. It's like you move over the map, and it would like move with the Pac-Man player. Very bizarre. I only played it for about 5 minutes, and then I had to abandon it because we had to leave. But I don't know. Even for like a ROM hack or something, it was super strange. I'm not even sure you'd do something like that. But that could be something like Pac-Man 2. You can change it and do all sorts of weird shit while still keeping like the same core gameplay mechanics. There's just like a shitload of stuff here, but okay. Can't think of a more complex game. You don't know if Doom varied from 64. But then you got the new Doom. Yeah, and those are weird too, because then they just call it Doom, but it's still kind of a sequel. But is it like an actual remake? Now 3, if you read about the whole development process of that, 3 is supposed to be a remake of the original. And I guess, comparatively speaking, when you compare it to every other Doom, it does feel like, you know, starting again from the beginning. Whereas every other Doom has more or less felt like a sequel to something. But they still called it Doom 3, so I don't know if you'd consider Doom 3 a remake of 1, even though it technically is, because that's what development started as. Yeah, well, then you got that thrown in, and then does it qualify as a reboot instead? I don't know. I guess a remake would still have the same, like, story and everything, or, you know, it would follow the same beats, but again, it would still carry some semblance to the original. But I guess, even though they were considering Doom 3 a remake when it first started the development process, it would still probably fall more under that of a reboot. Too many damn R words. But then it's like, which Doom are you talking about? I actually don't remember. I played Doom 64 relatively recently. I played it in 2020 because it came paired with Doom Eternal. So I streamed it when that came out. But I don't remember how Doom 64 started. I don't know if it was like a reboot or a remake or anything. Legionnaire 292's recollection. Legionnaire 292 with the Hyperion. We were hiding on the outskirts of the city, waiting for the right opportunity, but the opportunity never came. Shards of the colony started to fall from the sky, along with a report of the crack that was appearing on the dome, or the dam. The city was underwater in a matter of seconds. And we've seen that this area has been flooded, so I guess that's why that happened. Yeah, I kind of consider those ports, like Doom on the 32X. Doom has had so many goddamn ports. Have you ever played the PlayStation version? I'm curious, Scoob. I got that a few years ago, and I was surprised. The biggest thing about it, it's got a couple new enemy varieties, but like one of the weirdest things is they changed the soundtrack. Every other Doom port I've played tries to mimic the same soundtrack, you know, from the original. Obviously, different consoles and stuff will have different sound chips, so they all have their own unique little spin on the soundtrack, but the PlayStation version is the first one I've played where it's completely different from the ground up. And from what I read about it, the composer originally wanted to do a soundtrack for Doom that was like kind of creepy, fit more of a horror atmosphere. And it was Romero that talked him into doing kind of more of a metal-based soundtrack. But the PlayStation version ended up being what the original composer wanted, which was kind of more of like a creepy, slow, atmospheric type soundtrack instead of the traditional one. But it was interesting stuff. At some point, obviously I've got like the PC one, but I've also got Doom on Super NES, and I've got Doom on PlayStation. I've sampled them on stream, but I do kind of want to play through them. It's not a good situation to be in. It's big enough pain as it is, just in their standard form, one-on-one. One of these days I'll get back to Doom, though. I was kind of sort of doing that series a little bit. So far, the only ones I've done on stream, start to finish, I think, are the original. Yeah, the original Doom, and then Doom 64, and then Doom Eternal. I almost played Doom 4, Doom Reboot, whatever you want to call it, Doom 2016, start to finish, but we had a hiccup at the final stream, and that one never cleared it, so I gotta redo it. Something was on my GPU at the time. Some shit was going on, I think it was a problem. Like the game would not capture or something. Really weird. Anyway, I guess Doom 32X is close to PC port. It says Doom 64 was a completely different engine with different graphics, but you wouldn't have known. Yeah, it sounds right. It sounds like it would be a sequel after Doom 2. Because I think the Doom Marine was in hell, and then he fought his way out of hell, and then he fought back into hell, and then he remained in hell. And then Doom 2016, or Doom 4, kind of picked up. I mean, you could make an argument that it picked up where 64 left off. So I kind of felt from the get-go, like once the story started going, that Doom 4 was actually a sequel to Doom 64. And, you know, Doom 3 was the weird reboot. Why can't I get over there? But yeah, depending on semantics and everything, I'm sure Doom is definitely one of those franchises, or one of those games in particular, where it probably qualifies as having like a million different remakes. Agent 230's resignation. Everyone died. I'm the only one who survived, hanging on to this dear life. Can't fight back or run away. The pain ends today. Say, I don't know how to get back up here. I think I need to, that was all extra. I think I need to get back over here. But it's like she didn't want, oh, maybe we need to go up through this. Okay, that makes more sense. She like didn't want to jump up to the other ledge though, that was weird. Oh, shit. I was doing pretty good for a second there. Just rampage. Shame, too, because I had full tumbler recharge. So I just got wombo comboed into oblivion there. What the hell is that? Oh. It's before they get big. Putting me through a gauntlet through all this shit. Alright. Thanks for just standing there. That made it real easy. Anyway, think back on Doom. Oh, I did Doom 3 as well. That's right. And I struggled. I wanted to play the original PC version so bad, and I ended up doing it, but I went so far as to buy like a physical copy because I could not get anything else to work. And then I found out Steam had it. The original, they just like, it's not advertised very well. But I don't even think when they have like id sales or Bethesda sales, whatever that falls under, they even show the original Doom 3. They always show the BFG edition. And I'm like, nope, I ain't doing the BFG edition. I don't want the BFG edition. Everybody talks about the damn flashlight. It's the best thing ever invented. I want to do the original version where you have to swap the flashlight out. So I ran that thing through a bunch of weird stuff. I had a downloaded copy that I tried to get going and struggled to get that to run. And then I think it ended up working with a combination of the registration code from the physical edition I got mixed with the digital version that I downloaded. And I finally got it to work. And then probably like a month after I streamed it, I found out that Steam had a perfectly usable copy of Doom 3, the original version, that you didn't need to perform any sort of setup whatsoever on. I bought it too, it was on sale, it was like $2. So I was sort of kicking myself on that. It did come with the DLC though, which I could not get with the physical edition, and apparently wasn't mixed with the digital version that I had downloaded. So I guess I could always return to it, although I hear that the DLC, or the expansion, whatever you want to call it, I don't even know if it would have constituted as DLC back in the day, but the expansion for Doom 3 wasn't that great. I don't know if that's based on any fact by a majority of players, or if that's just people being pissy about something. Sometimes it's a mix of both. Nah, I didn't want that. But yeah, I guess the only Dooms I need to stream still are Doom 2 and then Doom 2016 4, whatever you want to call it. That might be it. You know, again, unless I want to feel like doing the multitude of ports. There's some sadistic aspect of me that is curious as to how some of the weirder ports run, like Game Boy Advance. I thought Super Nintendo was pretty bad. It's not great. It's surprisingly functional. It works pretty damn well. Although with that tiny controller, playing it for a long duration makes my hand hurt and cramp up. And the resolution is really, really bad. Like, it doesn't even take up the full screen. Like, the HUD takes up half of the screen, real estate, and then it is smaller on top of that. Like, I think it's like a little bit smaller than what's even the HUD takes up. So it's crazy how like small they needed to get it in order to let it run well, but you know, I guess they did what they needed to do. I don't remember if the Genesis version is the 32X version. 32X obviously was a addition to the original Genesis. I don't know if they ever made like a Sega CD version. They may have. We still got shit over here. Zigging when I should be zagging. Whoa, okay. Shoot those from afar, I guess. Why don't I do this? Didn't work nearly as well as I was hoping it would. Every time they get into that flurry. I don't think I've done a rest since the last time we used one of the WB pumps. So, that might be our last one before we are forced to respawn if I do in fact die after this. The gun didn't work that great on the individual enemy, but I wonder how it would do on this cannon thing. Oh shit, okay. Now you tell me. Should've told me that from the get-go. Oh, they're ganging up. Okay. I'm still waiting for the fishing spot. I have no clue where that is, but I'm assuming it's going to be something that I'll know it when I see it. Talk to me.
Lily, どうしてこんな場所に隠れて暮らそうと思ったの？昔はこの辺りにネイティブなんてほとんどいなかったんです。あいつら昔は水を嫌ってたのに、もしかしてあれから進化しちゃったのかな。そのうち水の
I need to read her bio. I thought Lily, I mean, we found her in a drop pod. I guess she was trying to, I don't know. She found the drop pod and was trying to strip it for something, but I thought she came in the drop pod. I guess not. I missed something here. Jumped a little too early. I thought there was only supposed to be 3 of these things, and maybe it was just for that one particular area.
体でも残ってたらテトラポットじゃ近づけない。
So where? Oh shit. I'm like, where's the other one then? Is that it all the way over there? I see. Damn, okay. I think, oh shit. No. Damn it. No way for me to get back up from that. I'm gonna have to run back through several spots. I mean, at least they stay down at the very least. I would expect at least that much. But it looks like there's some that are pretty far back there that I'm gonna need to take care of. Thing is, I think there's a couple that are connected to like this particular rooftop, so hopefully it won't be too bad. There's like this rail thing, and I see one way the hell back there. Those guys in particular didn't have as much health as they do. Nope. Always gonna want to go for the real big thing. That actually has a decent amount of range on it. Okay. Oh, that's what it was. There's like different sectors, so that's what I was missing. Or that's why I saw that there was 3 in one spot, and then it just suddenly bumped up to like 6 of them. I do gotta be careful with this spot, because it does look like there's a bunch of missable stuff. Legionnaire 282's memory, a giant wave swept the city away. Dead bodies were floating around amidst the debris in the underwater city. Communication system is also down. I'm sure that deformed insect is a Naytiba. I hate to even entertain the idea, but it looks a lot like us. This guy hasn't been reading the logs like me. Otherwise he'd know. Something all the way at the end of that, but that's not where I need to go. It's probably not even worth it. Let's see what it is. A polymer material, which I think is like the it's like a really weak version. It might be the weakest version of the polymer materials. Okay, I'm gonna run through this. Hopefully these guys won't bug me too much. Still a crate back there. Oh, no, I think I got that one actually. Never mind. Okay, so we can work our way back here because I need to get up to that rooftop there. And that might be it. I mean, it still says that there's a couple more, but I think it's probably because we need to advance over to that other area. That's what I didn't do. I didn't jump over that. Hello, hammerhead horse. Don't see you too often anymore. Got it right before it attacked. Why is he telling me to scan? Is there something over here? I got a Bitcoin. I see one chest. Pay attention to that just yet. Couple little lore bits here. Combat, what? What, because of this guy? He ain't gonna do nothing. What's up, Bismuth? Why you giving me a Kappa? Space elevator boarding pass, Spire 4, high orbit station, lift P111, seat 16B, terminal 03, departure 1330, Orca Aerospace Company, Raphael Space Station, at June, it's a ticket to heaven. I worked really hard to get this, colony's safe from the monsters, so don't worry, let's just think about reuniting when you get there safely. Let me know when you get on. Just because. Alright. Fair enough. These are in 192's memory. My goodness. The city has fallen and is sunken underwater. What happened while I was unconscious for a few seconds? How do you know it was just a few seconds? Okay, I think we finally cleared out this area. There's a long-ass segment there. Let's do the jacketless version of this outfit. That mix things up just a bit. I hope we got everything. I'm also assuming that the fishing spot is not something that we've seen yet, because I've not really seen anything. There's been water. The bear suit? I'll do the bear suit later. I'm waiting to see if someone hops on so I could make fun of him for it. If one dude comes on and he's gonna be talking about the I don't know, something. It's always something different. Sometimes it's the jiggle physics, sometimes it's the shape of the breast, sometimes it's the ass. But if he comes by, I'm gonna pop that right on. I will deprive him of all of it, basically. Although, I said this last stream, but you can definitely tell the bear still has an ass. Despite the excess, like, bear suitness that's on that particular costume. No. I fought these guys once already. I'm good on that. What do you mean? Do I have a map of this area, or am I just looking blindly? I don't even hear another one of them. There was one that looked like it was further out, like see that one? At a spot I couldn't access. I guess maybe I need to jump across that? It looked like it was so far out there that, yeah, that was my assumption was, oh, we'll get to that once we clear out everything over here, but I guess that's not the case. Let me try to maneuver around this. Okay, never mind. Go ahead, dive down there, Eve. Let's see it. What's down here? Yeah. I guess the Titus laugh is deserved. What clothing? That's what I get from being a prude. Speaking of, he's probably been here. You were the guy I was talking about. Like, what clothing? There's barely anything going on here. All that clothing. There's actually more skin revealed on this than there is with the Skin 2.0 suit. I know the Skin 2.0 suit looks like it's revealing a lot, but that's all covered. Anyway, I got just a suit for you, Hato. I got something, the most sultry, supple, extreme costume yet. More clothing than a Southern Baptist woman, really, now. There we go. What do you think? Does that tickle your taint? Put this on for a while. See what happens. Oh, I see orgasm emotes. Damn, this actually goes on for a while. What the hell is all this? Just wear the bear head. I've seen those videos. The bear head solo is not something that we can achieve. God damn. This guy being a real dick over here. Floating starfish. Starfish looking ass. Where did all these enemies come from? What the hell? Get rid of them in one fell swoop. Bear costume is weird. There was a side quest where a guy had stuck a memory stick inside of a teddy bear at some point in time. So he was trying to purchase every teddy bear that scavengers came through with in hopes that one of them would be the one that had his memory stick in it. And eventually you find a little habitation where some people were hanging out and take the bear over to him and give it to him. But the guy, when you visit him in the room that he's in, he has like 1,000 teddy bears in there. It's a really odd looking place. We might have seen it on stream at some point, actually. Let me get up there. Airsuit guy beating the shit out of a starfish and yelling like an anime character. What guy? What about Solidus? But anyway, after you give him the teddy bear, then he meets you outside of the house and he's got a bear suit ready for you. I don't know what his intentions are. It's like super slide thing. This must have been what they were talking about. Submerged city. Oh, you know what? This might be where the fishing spot is. Hallelujah, we finally found it. Solidus is the one looking for all the teddy bears. It may have been, I don't know. I'm not necessarily sure what his interests are. Alright. Well, after all that action, if I do in fact find the fishing spot, I think like there's like 3 fish I need to get, but I will attempt to get them. Come clean, we won't judge. Well, just finding the teddy bear, that's one thing. If he wants a sexy young woman to wear a teddy bear costume for him, though, that's another. The hell is this? Poorly timed, I guess. Whoa. He's like a slightly more advanced version of the basic enemy. He's got basically the same moves, but it's still enough to throw me for a loop. This little bastard behind him is hitting me through the enemy. I got the wrong type of ammo for this. Let's swap that out real quick. Why is it making horse noises? I guess because it kind of moves like a horse. It's like grunting like a horse too. I don't know. I didn't design the enemies, okay? I don't have all the answers. Ow. Well, shit. What is that noise? Some weird, like, blinking noise in and out. Damn. How did you not reach that? Oh, there's like an invisible barrier there. He couldn't even get me. Oh, good. I think we did it. It was a little bit rough. We've been fighting so many enemy gauntlets already. No let up whatsoever. Except for right now when I defeated everything. Let's be on the lookout for a body of water or something. Is there? Oh, here's the door. There doesn't seem to be any kind of entry point. Just double checking, making sure I'm not missing anything down there. All sorts of items and a bunch of different things spread out here. It's looking like we need to go up top though, so I think I'm gonna check out what's down here, especially since there's a crate. I was about to say I don't know what the best way to do that would be though, but it looks like I found it. I guess that's it. Whole courtyard over here, but nothing's picking up on the scanner. I wonder why the water is lethal here. Outside of, game reason. But maybe the water's too turbulent or something. Doesn't seem to be any real issue with it. Could be the salt water, I guess. Maybe it doesn't react well with her frame. Book of Quotes 2. We would never be born in this world if not for lies. Raphael Marx. What we know as truth is not always true. A society where only truth exists will inevitably collapse. Raphael Marx. 0 from Raphael Marx. We have to be connected. Only when we're unified as one will the answers be revealed. Hear, hear. Ah. I was nervous about these damn ropes. Wow. A big camp. Haven't seen one of these in a minute. I think since we've landed here, there actually hasn't been one. Just lounging around in that. It's so weird. It's so awkward. Well, I really didn't like it when the bear like leaned in real close to the camera. Freaking me out, man. You know, as a kid, I used to be afraid of people in costumes. I don't necessarily know why. I don't know if I could like Freud that out or what, but anytime somebody was in a costume, I think I was a little bit more accepting if they, like you could see their real face. But anybody like in a full costume, it was weird. Damn it, I was reading chat. I blame you, Bismuth. This game's automatically 4 out of 5 because of the bear suit. Yeah, it gets points for the bear suit. Supposedly there's another one too. I was thinking I should get rid of this one first, but the one with the projectiles is actually really bad. Whoa, it does a shitload of damage. This is the boss that we never saw. This is the one that I did off stream, but I can't even back away from this thing. I don't know. I'm worried about the thing that's shooting the projectiles because those projectiles hurt. But this piece of shit is just running all over the map. Whoa, that was weird. Oh look, I got that weird overdrive mode, but I don't really know what it does. Ugh! Charged up yet? God damn it. I should be able to use a pump. That sucked.
手強かったですね。
イブ、よくやった。だがそこから戻るとなるとだいぶ時間がかかりそうだな。
そこにあるジェットコースターのレールを通ると早いです。ありがとう。
Roller coaster.
すぐに向かう。
Oh, we got another weapon core. Nice. We can upgrade the weapon, obviously. Get a little more damage in that. Thank you. That, yeah, that wasn't a fun boss battle. Oh, you know what? Shit, that was a boss battle. I think it was the first boss battle I did without the skin suit. Oh, no. My perfect record. That I wasn't really even keeping track of. Actually, did we do? No, we didn't do a boss before that. I guess we did a couple gauntlet runs, but we didn't do like any official bosses. I mean, I don't know. It wasn't a new boss. Let's see how I could like work my way out of it. This is a combination of like a beefed up standard enemy, and then like a boss that we fought once before. Get up there. But I think up until that point, that was, we were doing like every boss with the skin 2.0 suit. She's covered in tannish, so it's good enough. Well, the only difference is that it does make it a little bit harder, because even this stupid bear costume provides you with a shield somehow. But if you wear the skin 2.0 suit, there is no shield whatsoever. It doesn't make that much of a difference, I don't think. But it does make things just a tad harder. Yeah, I'm still not seeing a fishing spot. I haven't seen one yet, unless the ocean counted, but I don't think it did. Maybe it's after this. Let's see if there's anything up here first. Big old wheel. That's a big one too, like absolutely massive. Uranus wheel. I was like, what is that? That word before it. I don't know what that is. Gold, where did that come from? There's actually a chest up here. So this thing actually is a roller coaster then. I didn't even think of it that way. Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna type it in, because apparently when I was reading about the fish before, it did mention that the fishing spot here is missable. So I'm going to take a quick look. Yeah, no hopefully, if it was on like one of those rooftops or something like that, I will be able to get back in there. There's more off like that way, so potentially there could be something over there, but I guess I don't know for sure. For whatever reason it's not pulling up. I gotta switch back to my main monitor here. Alright, hold on. Okay. The shitty thing about this place is there's like no map or anything. Alright, so apparently it's an IDOS 9 when reaching the Atelier, wherever that is. I don't think they've mentioned anything about an Atelier, so I don't think we've seen it just yet. That's gonna be my assumption anyway. So we'll proceed. I think we'll move on to the next area, and hopefully that'll be where it's at. I still need to get back up there though. Damn it. Oh, look, it takes me back to the rooftop. I guess if I had any second thoughts on anything, this would be a good opportunity to check, but yeah, I really don't think we saw anything. I don't think there was anything up here. No little body of water, no nothing. I don't think anybody's mentioned anything about an Atelier, so I'm guessing that's going to be in the section up ahead past like these cannons or whatever. It's looking like both paths actually take us to the same spot, but this might be a little quicker since you get to slide down that and then basically slide up the rope here. I just gotta make sure I don't fall like I did last time. Worried about using one of the special moves as well, one of the beta moves, because a lot of those will move you forward. I don't want to fall off this thing again. Ah, no, we fought enough with these guys. I'm gonna do a rest here, just in case it, like something happens, some sort of freak accident, or me being negligent. That way we don't respawn all the way back at the start of the roller coaster area. Alright, will you let me pass now? Adam isn't bitching, so I'm assuming that we're good.
ジェットコースターのレールをたどればいよいよ私の自慢のアトリエのお披露目です。
Ah, okay, that's the
それ
alley.
じゃあアトリエに向かうぞ。
待ってますね。
Yeah, this game uses yellow paint. I will say that in a lot of locations, it's not nearly as apparent as the ones we've been seeing here. For whatever reason, they've marked yellow paint a little bit more brilliantly in these last few spots than they have for most of the game. For a lot of the game, I could barely even tell that there was yellow paint. Oh, you don't let me like do a slick sneak attack on this guy? I have fought enough of these horse guys. Ah! This damn starfish asshole. Hey, one of these chests. These are usually a costume of some sort. Motivation. Hopefully they'll let us swim a little bit, because I don't think I can make that jump. Okay. Yeah, just barely. Damn. That's a pretty big stretch. If I could get on that, I could probably get to some place somewhat interesting. Whoa! That's not fair! Okay, well, at least I could jump on the containers. It's like I'm going at such a fast rate of speed. I don't know where I'm gonna land. There's a little island over there. For whatever reason, the ocean is still lethal. And the problem is I'm just not seeing a way to actually get over there. Oh, damn. It's like she didn't want to move. Let me see where it puts me. Back here. I wonder if I could ramp off of this thing. She swam a little bit there, but... Oh, wait. Oh, she made it. Oh, what a miracle. Kind of looks like the screenshot I saw. Specifically this, like, driftwood looking tree thing. Oh, look, we can cast here. Let's try the fantastic bait then. Let's just see if something gets caught. I'm assuming that if you have the ability to fish, that doesn't mean that there's fish here. This looks so ridiculous. Might take a minute. Sometimes it takes a sec for this thing to register. I think she's gonna get heat stroke, maybe. Waiting out in the sun all that long. Thank God she's not wearing it in the Great Desert or the barren wastelands or anything like that. Nothing is biting. Let me just take a look here. I'm gonna look again at that page that mentioned it. See specifically what it says. Oh no, this is... yeah, this isn't it. I think it might be at that glass house. Oh shit. We got something, but it's not a big one. It's just some crap. Oh, it's a lobster. I think we're close though. I think we're almost at the fabled fishing spot that apparently you could catch everything at. Alright. This works a little better, right? Let me through. Let's see if I could actually get out here without dying. I said without dying. I think I'm gonna die. Yeah, we died. I wore the bear costume long enough. There's so many goddamn costumes in this game, I have to switch out like every 30-40 minutes. It wasn't karma. I genuinely don't know if there's a way back to the main island. You might just need to die if you get up to that point. Okay, so this is the Atlair. There's supposed to be like a little body of water, I guess, over around this area. It ain't the ocean. For whatever reason, you can't fish in the ocean. I think it's this. Yeah, this looks like it. You can definitely fish here. A slightly bigger one. What do we got? Oh my god. Eve, watch out. Yeah, alright. Great white shark. I think that was one of the, like, big final fish. The great white shark is one of the largest predatory fish in the world and is known as the top predator of the sea. Sharks grow until they die, so there are records of individuals exceeding 7 meters in length. Very skilled hunter, this shark hunts prey quietly and quickly. I can just, like, cast it back. It was one of the gigantic, but it wasn't one of the jumbo. See, I caught a whale shark back at another spot. I think... well, this one was just at the Oasis, actually. So I think maybe you could catch that other one at the Oasis. But there's still 2 more, including whatever the gigantic one is. I don't know. This is me blowing into the controller because it shifted up. It's usually one of the analog sticks acting up on me. Got something else. I don't think it's as big, but it might be. It's taking a while to reel in. Oh. Oh, an arowana. Have I caught one of those yet? I may not have. Oh, no, I didn't. Alright, so we just got one left, whatever the last jumbo one is. And then after that, I will finish my fishing catalog once and for all. Supposedly, we can get everything here, so there's a chance. But the fact that we can get everything here means that there's less of a chance that we'll get what we're looking for. Ooh, I'm running out of time. Damn it, I lost it. Shit. I haven't lost a fish in a while. Not since I first started the minigame. Which was just yesterday on stream, but still. I've caught a lot of fish since then. Oh, let's see. I got another great white. Personal best? Oh, no. Actually, that first one I got was quite a bit heavier. Pressure sensitivity is the hardest thing on this. Which I guess it would be, but still. I keep catching sharks. Just shark after shark after shark, except for they're getting progressively worse. Like the last one was, I think, 100 kilograms over this one. And the one before that was like 3 or 4. So we're getting plenty of sharks. We're not getting the last fish I need, though. The jumbo one. This one is small. I'll catch it anyway, because we could at least sell it, or I could get the fish points for it. I think those really big ones are always going to have like 3 exclamation marks that pop up when you first get them, though. Oh my god, got a marlin. Somehow less surprising than a great white. That's a good question. I don't know. Because she also stores those batteries that are like the size of a full human being. And she just pockets those. Whips them out for later. Eve's got her secret compartment somewhere. I don't think we're gonna get this one. It wasn't a big one anyway. It only had a couple exclamation marks, I think. You know what? She doesn't keep the really big ones. Like, when you catch fish, you can sell them to the fishmonger in town, basically. But I remember when I sold my last batch of fish, I could not sell the... What was it? The whale shark. Oh my god, a sunfish. First time I saw a sunfish, I was blown away. I saw a really big one. I went to an aquarium in San Francisco, which blew the aquarium at my local city, like, out of the water. But I saw that bad boy swimming around. It's the size of a car. Absolutely massive. But anyway, I don't even know if she keeps, like, the whatever's under the great white shark tier. I don't know if she keeps those. I just got an arowana on one of them. What's that one? I think when I'm not pulling on them, like against where they're swimming, I think that causes me to lose seconds. Whatever this isn't great. Just two. A mud skipper, huh? I thought those were gobies. Maybe it's the same thing. Thank you, Akiri. I appreciate the lurk. Hope you're having a good evening. Let's see. So it's taking a while. Might be a slow build-up. It's just two, so I'm not gonna get my hopes up. Another arowana. Yeah, significantly smaller. Let me try it from another angle. I got the other two that I was mostly looking for, which were the great white. I can't cast it all from this point. The great white and I guess the arowana. Supposedly the real big one, opposite the whale shark, can be obtained from the oasis. So, but I'll give it another try or two. Get up here. Another arowana. I think it's mostly the arowanas and the great whites. I think those are the two you got to worry about here. Probably the great white more than anything, since I don't know if there's any sort of semblance of logic here. It might be that because of the salt water, it's easier to catch these things as opposed to a closed off lake in a desert. There's a couple other fishing spots too, but they're also like fairly closed off. One's in like a nuclear reactor, and another is in like a hidden cave, so I guess logically you probably wouldn't assume that those would have any sort of sharks in them either. Thing's hard to reel in for just having two, though. Oh, it's sunfish, okay. It's pretty damn big. I mean, that weighs more than the great white, I think, that I first caught. It's like 1,400 kilograms or something like that. That one was 17. Alright. I think I'm just going to go try at the oasis. Oh my god. What is... Oh, I've caught this before. Pirarucu. Whatever that is. It's huge. Largest freshwater fish in the world. Inhabits the Amazon River, Orinoco River, and Guyana. The fish grows up to 5 to 6 meters. It's characterized by it sticking its head out of the water and storing air in its bladder to breathe. Alright. But, again, I think we got the main ones that we needed to get at this particular location. Apparently you can get a lot of the other fish too, but I've already got the catalog sorted out. As we can see here, I just need one more jumbo. Let's see what these losers want. Where is the entrance to this place?
Oh, 驚いたな。
信じられない。緑が生い茂ってて、小鳥までいる。私の自慢のアトリエへようこそ。ここはお気に入りの庭園なんです。見てってください。
What is this manner of creature?
私は秘密の作業場にちょっとこもってますね。こんな綺麗な場所、今まで見たことない。
Oh, was there an ad break? Sorry. Right when the cutscene started. Yeah, it's like we did all this fishing, or we're not doing anything, and then the ad starts when there's a cutscene.
本当に特別な場所だ。
リリーがこの場所を大切にしてたのがわかる。
ああ、そうだな。あいつにとっての楽園なんだろう。こんな場所があるとはな。
What will you choose? Send the memory to Mother Sphere? Will you become one with the Mother Sphere? Yes. Is the data incorruptible? Yes. Will you be connected to other people through the network? Yes. Is it an honorable deed? Yes. Leave the data in the memory stick. Will you become one with the Mother Sphere? No. Is the data incorruptible? No. Will you be disconnected from all media and fall into eternal solitude? Yes. Will no one know about this? Yes. Which will you choose at your final moment? Kind of the weird thing, I guess, about people in this universe is that I don't know if it's like just their memories or if it's like their personality or how deep it goes, but a lot of people will connect to the grand network when their time is up.
見て回ったか。リリーが戻る前に堪能しておけ。
Well, I think I got everything. She went down below. There was like a staircase that I guess she made pop out. It must be from that switch, but I don't think there's anything else I could pick up here. Camp over there. I guess there's one item. I don't know if it's just gold or what. Something outside. What the hell was it? Oh, there it is. All the way at the end. It's just 39 gold. Not even worth it. Alright. I guess we don't go into her secret
見て回った
atelier.
か。念のため俺はサンプルを採取しておくよ。もういいのか。
でも最後に一ついい？どうしたの？実は一緒にいた仲間がいるんです。同じ部隊の生き残りで。イベリス。コロニー1のハッカーでかけがえのない仲間でした。イベリスは1年前に傷を負って眠りについたんです。リリー。
Say why she dressed like that, but you know, I guess Eve's standing right next to her in a bikini, so not really one to talk here.
一人にしてごめんね、イベリス。また会いに来るね。この中には特注のハッキングシステムとイベリスの記憶が詰まってる。あの子が残してくれた大切な形見。二人ともありがとう。じゃあ行こっか。イベリス。またね。
She took the memory stick. I was worried that she was going to leave it open, but I guess it closes itself. I wonder how stable those things are. Once you take the memory stick, though, I think that's it. What I was thinking would happen when they were talking about the facility and everything that was at Zion, I figured, like, oh, well, maybe they could upload the people that they have the memory sticks for into, like, new bodies or something like that. But nobody's brought that up yet. So I'm thinking that they're just keeping the memory sticks on hand or the data for sentimental purposes, peace of mind. Not too sure.
イブ、一緒に来てくれてありがとう。気にしないで。あなたの思いを知ることができて嬉しかった。照れくさいです。早く出発しましょう。
地上では 誰もが痛みを抱えて生きてる。リリーだってその一人だ。
ええ。
じゃあ出発するか。
Oh, didn't even give me an option. What if I still wanted to fish? Given the state around the area, the place probably isn't going to last too much longer.
この先に次のアルファコアがあるの。アダム、話聞いてる？
ああ、すまない。ザイオンから知らせが入った。
何かあったの？
どうもまずいことになってるようだ。悪いがザイオンへ戻らせてくれ。
待って、ここまで来たっていうのに。だったら一人で行く。今ザイオンに戻っても事態が良くなるとは限らない。
イブ、
戻る気なら先に私を降ろして。平気、一人でもやれる。
What if he can't come back though? He's stuck there.
待った、私いいアイデアひらめきました。私がドローンでナビするのはどうです？その間にアダムはバイクでザイオンに戻ればいい。どう？完璧でしょ？
リリー、ドローンの操縦はそんな簡単なものじゃない。広い視野を持って迅速かつ適切に判断をしながら。
あとはスタビライザーとスキャナーとリンクセンサーに任せるだけでしょ？
待て、いつの間に。
レールガンをいじってる時に分かっちゃった。試運転も問題なし。
だとしても実戦で使った経験が乏しいなら危険すぎる。イブ、お前もリリーに賛成か？
私たちなら大丈夫。言って。
ああ、そうか。
Kind of a shitty situation for him if he's got to go back on a bike.
だが俺が戻るまで無茶はするなよ。分かってるな、リリー。
All right, good luck. Drone just goes off flying in crazy directions. Alright, what can we upgrade? We got one more until we get a tumbler. Oh, did we get a suit? Oh, the motivation suit. What the hell is that? What is that? Huh. Well, the stockings are nice, I guess. I don't know how I feel about the rest of it.
通信チェック聞こえます？ええ、聞こえてる。よし、ちゃちゃっと行きましょう。あれが軌道エレベーター。つい最近まで動いてたみたいです。 動力源のフュージョンセルとはまだつながってます。空のコンテナを
Clown
ずっ
suit.
と宇宙に送り出してたみたい。
I think the big bow on the front isn't helping, but Orca Space Complex. I feel like we've been hearing more about Orca lately as opposed to just making nanosuits.
気をつけて。
There's a drop-in point here.
機械型ネイティブ。
Machine type Naytiba. There's a drop point there, but there was also this box up here. Boxes don't usually have anything too great, but it's usually good to check them. Just didn't want to lose out on that sneak attack, I guess. Bitcoin.
この辺は機械に寄生するタイプが多いみたいです。厄介な相手。
I'm guessing we'll see a more complete version. But for now, the ones that we've seen so far don't have any legs. Houndborg.
道が途絶えてる。周りを見てきます？うん、必要ない。上流に向かいましょう。
Let me check the exospine. Chain damage. Oh, that's the one that sends out the little electricity attack. I'm wondering if it might be good to... Not that one. There is... Is it Eagle Eye? Ranged attacks. Suppression. Damage to downed enemies. Shield penetration. That might be good. I was thinking of the... Camouflage, I guess. Increases attack power for 10 seconds after successful execution. Restores 15% max HP upon successful execution and decreases enemy's field of view. Not bad. What else we got that we haven't worn? I think that's a new one. Corpse. Legionnaire 753's memory. I can't move. I feel so heavy. It's dark, cold. I'm sleepy. I feel asleep. Been able to get sneak attacks on pretty much everything so far, though, which is nice. Goddamn dam in the way. Oh, I thought I could actually dive into that. I guess not. Human up there. Looks like a angel too. Legionnaire 717's order. Damn it, they found us. Everyone to their positions. Bulletproof enemy sighted. Aim for the nerve clusters on its body. Reinforcements will arrive soon. Hang in there. Okay. A couple of the enemies seem like they've had exposed organic material. So maybe they'll come into play here in a minute.
か反応があります。
Oh, there's a crate up there. Ah. More handy than Adam. He never shows me where these crates are or tells me when I could get one. Lot Bunny pack. Like the Pokemon? It's a new drone skin. We haven't had a drone skin. It's been a good minute. I mean, near the beginning of the game, I think, is when I got that armored one. And really haven't gotten one since. I think I got the armored one maybe in like the Wasteland or something like that, but even that's still pretty damn early on. Closing the floodgate. There's a door down there.
うまくいきました。
Looks like I could get on top of that, but I guess not. Chair's green. That means there's a dialogue.
アダムから何か連絡はあった？リリー？リリー？あ、ごめんなさい。なんか言いました？まさか何かあったの？レガシーを見返してただけです。まだ気にしてるの？偽装されたものじゃないか一応確かめてたんです。そう。でも今は目の前のことに集中して。はい、もちろんです。
She's asking questions about something unrelated to our current task. Guess there's a doorway over there or something. It just looked like there was a spot that we could walk across. Oh, you interrupted me before I could get that attack executed. At least I can still do the sneak attack on that guy. Here we go. I guess we couldn't see this before since the water was dropping. Oh, come on.
ロックされてる。コードを見つけないと。スキャンしてレギオンを探しましょう。
See if there's a Legion? I guess like a Legionnaire or something like that. Might have the passcode on hand. There's something inside the door here.
いい隠れ場所。
I thought I hit it first, but then it like grappled me. It's safe here. I'll hide until they're gone. I can't risk my life for a fight I can't win. Only the foolish like to dance with death. Ah, there it is. Lornka.
きっとこれもネイ イティブの仕業ですね。
Here, I was thinking this was like a secret route or something, but this is the way we need to go. We just needed to go somewhere else first. That's not it, really? What did I miss? Oh. I said Lorca out loud, but that was actually the Delta symbol or whatever that is. Theta. Maybe. I'm not too sure. Secret tunnels. Legionnaire 712's memory. I want to hear Helen's voice. I want to see Helen. I have to see Helen. I will survive. I'll survive and go to the colony. Please wait for me, Helen. Mirren? Big fan of her works, I guess. Gotta be on the lookout on the drone too, because for the longest time I was wondering where the indicator was that apparently sets off when you see a can. I've only got 4 cans left to collect, and then we have them all. And I'm thinking they must be in this area, because I didn't see all or nothing with all the previous regions. But the tracker for the cans is actually pretty subtle. That's just a leftover from the chest. It'll blink and make a little bit of a noise. I can't hear it if I'm listening through the speakers. I hear it more when I have headphones on. Legionnaire 466's memory. I saw you in my dream, Mary. Your voice, your face, your touch. You seem very happy, protected by Mother Sphere. Leave all the suffering behind you and just live your happiest days. Goodbye, Mary. Everybody pining for a girl. Well, let's check out this chest first. And they give you a shitload of omnibolts. I really wish that there would have been some other purpose for the omnibolts, like even if you could just sell them or something. Which I don't think you can. We have 2 options. We can wait for a rescue team that will never arrive, or we can find a way out ourselves. Make your choice. Got another talking point.
マザースフィアは全部知ってたのかな。そのはず。でもならなんで。なぜ真実を隠したのか知りたいの。これまでマザースフィアを疑ったことなんて一度もなかった。だから まだちょっと混乱してます。大丈夫。私も同じだから。ひとまずもっと情報を集めないと判断はできない。今はやるべきことをやりましょう。はい、集中します。
Let's see what's beyond this door. Take a little peek.
ハッキング完了。スイッチを押して。
She said, press it, don't beat the shit out of it.
ハイパーチューブが閉じちゃってる。宇宙センターにつながる唯一の道なのに。開ける方法を探そう。
Huh, I guess not. Maybe she's looking. Oh god. Crate down there. There's a couple interfaces. Some weird looking robots though. Like pods or something. Looks strange. Generator.
ハイパーチューブのパワーリンクです。リンクをすべて起動すればハイパーチューブの動力も元に戻せます。分かった。やってみる。
What I was worried about with these guys is that they have some kind of ranged attack. Ranged attack and mines. Oh. Either those guys drop out from another point or they come out of the pod like, I don't know, they're installed in there or something. Potions are nice to have. I've got the controller buzzing, so seems like there's a human or something nearby. I doubt it's gonna be something underneath the ground. Well then don't distract me by saying over here, over here. They're not just ranged, I guess. They got a little bit of a physical attack on them. Oh, shit. Alright, nothing dropped out of that one, fortunately.
Naytib がそこら中にうじゃうじゃいます。気をつけて。
Thought I heard a droid. It's actually been a little while since we've gotten one of those. Got a Tumbler expansion module too, which I think that was the last one we needed for the next upgrade. Destructive, regenerative, and fast. Belial is different from the others. If you see a red Naytiba with 2 blades, run. Do not let it catch you, ever. Well, we found a couple, I think. Naytibas with 2 blades, or at least one. That one on top of the parking garage, I don't remember that being its name, though. I think that one was like Abaddon or something. Belial. What are those names sourced from? Abaddon, Belial. They almost sound biblical, but I don't think they are. Why did the other one die? Unless it was a kamikaze attack.
Yes, ハイパーチューブの動力が戻りました。それじゃハイパーチューブに向かいましょう。
Like, hopefully they don't just shoot me on over there, because this is the human that I've been feeling its presence on for a while now. What does that get us? A beta core. Nice. I feel like we're coming close to maxing those out. I don't know that there's a numerical value attached to it, but I've been finding fewer and fewer angels out there that got cores to give, so. My assumption is that we're going to be running out pretty soon. The next upgrade might be the last one. Oh shit. Surprised she didn't die from that. Entrance to the hyper tube, I guess. Looks like the iris on the Stargate.
先が見えませんね。大丈夫かな。閉じてたってことは他のルートよりは安全なはず。
There it is, maybe. Belial?
いえ、なんでもない。
We just gotta report. I'm gonna take a quick look down here since we can actually run across this. I'm just wondering if there's gonna be something to pick up here. Problem is, like, the scan is supposed to highlight stuff, obviously. But sometimes there's not a super consistent color, because sometimes it'll be, like, green, or usually, like, standard pickups, consumables. White, I think, are, like, important items, key items, such as the cans. And then yellow is, like, interactive stuff. But sometimes it could be hard, especially when you have a bunch of LEDs and stuff everywhere on the map. It could be a little difficult to, like, find out what's what. Hey, we get to travel down one of these hypertubes, though. I was kind of sad I didn't have an opportunity to do this on stream, because I thought it looked cool. Every time I want to loop around, this is a lot harder than that first one. Every time I want to loop around, though, it's like she doesn't give herself enough momentum. Trying to see if there's there's an evade. I think that might clear an area a little bit quicker. What?
リリー、ちゃんとついてきてる？ちょっとスピード落とせません？うわ！何あいつ？
Ah, there he is, whatever the thing is. It looks like it must hurt. Grinding down a tube on your back at 100 miles an hour. I guess that is Belial. He's got two swords. Oh, geez. That's a lot of damage, even if I'm blocking. Jeez. These combos are rough. To the side instead of forward. Yeah, that guy's rough. Damn it. I guess this is going to be the stream, or I'm not using the skin suit for boss battles. Granted, I knew he was coming. I guess I should have planned ahead, but I thought since we were doing the hyper tube that there'd be like a bit of a grace period in between that and actually fighting this guy. Shit. And the heal takes a second, so if you try to do it like right before he gets a combo out, probably out of luck. Oh, come on. He does that shit to me. Yeah, I get one retribution. He left. Surprising.
逃げられちゃった。そろそろ休憩しないと。
I was ready to go for more. He had half a health bar left over. Thank you. Those combos, if he lands a couple hits on you, even if you're blocking too, like sometimes if you can't parry, it's just a better idea just to straight up block. But the damage that he outputs even when you're blocking is still hefty enough that it kind of tears through you. Listen, you have to survive. You must continue on for the sake of that child's life. If you understand, get going. Go. I got 11 skill points. As I said kind of at the start of the stream, I don't have too many more until we get the maxed out abilities, so might be worth checking out. Couple burst type. I rarely use the R1X overdrive mode. What is this one? Oh, that long range looking thing. What? Guess I double tapped. Alright, we got 4, 9, and then a mystery one. So maybe in another, like, 13 points or something like that, I'll have all of the abilities mastered.
他の機械型ネイティブとは少し様子が違った。そうでした？今の相手、感情を持ってた。あんなの初めて。感情？そう。常軌を逸した強い感情、憎しみ。きっとまた現れる。片腕を切り落としたのに？ええ。あの程度じゃ引き下がるようには思えない。
In fact, it'll make the emotion stronger. The fact that it's lost its arm, now it's even angrier. It'll go into a rage. crate over here. These are usually costumes, too. Orca Engineer. Interesting. Looks like I could walk the entirety of the section over here, too. Oh, look at that. There's a can. Alright. What did I say? 4 more? So now we got 3. Milky Pop. Yep, 46 out of 49. I just got 3 more cans. And then the collection will be complete. I doubt there's going to be another one in here. Or any other sort of collectible. Well, there could be something else. Oh, we just got like a miniature crate and a can, so it seems like it'd be good enough. Oh yeah, we can upgrade the tumbler. Perfect rechargeable tumbler, wow. So that's it then. 8 recharges. I was wondering if there'd be 10. Doesn't seem like for most of the boss battles you need that many, but... yeah, why not? It's kind of nice. I dig it. Get that hair out of the way. It's too long. Very puffy jacket up top, but kind of the sheer leggings mixed with the unitard looking thing. Kind of nifty. I don't know what the purpose of these little LEDs on the sleeves are, but I guess it's got a unique look to it. I don't know, I like it. Even if just for the sheer. Because I don't think there's a whole lot of costumes that are like that. Maybe the magic one, the magician. This one does. The Kipow. Oh yeah, the magician one does. But it's got the tails on the back, so that kind of ruins it. You don't get to see full cheek. Alright, well, it's late. Stream's not over, but I will be switching to Chrono Trigger before my ability to, like, parry completely wanes to nothing. But so far so good. I was kind of wondering if I'd be able to make it through... We haven't even touched the station. I was wondering if we could actually get to the station, or make it through the entirety of it, but no, we haven't even gotten to it yet. But at the same time, I guess I didn't know that there was going to be all this shit to preface it. But it works out for the better, because we got to do like the fish stuff, and we got to do some of the other things, so I guess it works out in that regard. But yeah, we'll go ahead and stop this right here. I'm going to go get the Super Nintendo fired up and everything, and we'll do a little bit of Chrono Trigger before we end the evening. But give me a sec on that, and we will be right back.
Stick around.